holy crap, I actually have something to say this movie! Because Dimond Tiara and Silver Spoon are the first and second most reoccurring villains in this entire show. Because, in fact, the only reason that they aren't the exact same is because Ponyville Confidential, which, off the top of my head, I can't even think of a scene where we see Dimond Tiara, but if nothing else, she doesn't even get a line, so I'm not going to count it. But, really, talking about their basic personalities, that one's easy. Like everybody else, they're really painfully easy to describe in this video to be short. What can I say? They're narcissistic bullies. It's no surprise that a slice of life comedy, especially when it's in a school, and, well, when we deal with the CMC, that's usually how it's presented. I mean, if nothing else, they're the bullies they know from school, so even in those episodes that don't happen in school, we give it kind of half a point. But, well, one of the things I like about them is some of the more minor details that make them more realistic. For example, from Family Appreciation Day, it's obvious Dimond Tiara is pretty jazzed about her dad. But also, in the exact same episode, I do have to admit, I have some respect for Filthy Rich because he's obviously not into just simply letting his daughter be spoiled, because if you remember in the end, he punishes how she's been by forcing her to go through with Granny's odd rituals. You're probably a cutthroat businessman, but if nothing else, you're a parent, sir. So that's a nice bit, and I wouldn't be surprised if Dimond Tiara probably have a similar relationship with her family, but unfortunately it's not seen, and really I don't give a crap. Well, I give a tiny crap, but not much of one. But, yeah, that's a nice bit of reality. We get a daddy's girl and a girl, and Silver Spoon having some amount of reason, and also Dimond Tiara has a certain amount of reason to her, because I don't think she utters the phrase blank flanks a single time in Ponyville Confidential. She's not in bully mode, she's in boss mode. In the beginning, she wants the CMC to work for her, and then once we finally get the article done, holy crap, bread and butter, as she herself said. There's no point in going around and insulting your best workers. I mean, what can I say? It's bad business. And then, of course, we get something that really does probably prove that she's most likely a lawful evil entity. The photos. Blackmail. Oftentimes, lawful evil characters, it seems to me, are more likely to indulge in social evils, as opposed to the more visceral ones. Even though the visceral ones have blood going everywhere. Yay! But, so they do have a certain amount of reason to them. I mean, hey, Babs Seed. Normally, they would have bullied Babs endlessly, but they showed that they are willing to overlook one thing that's possible to make fun of in favor of seeing something that's cool about a character. The fact she was from Manhattan. They obviously respect that greatly. And all that it requires is the mere selling of her soul by selling out her cousin and the two fillies that would soon be her friends if she, well, hadn't been a jerk. And of course, we know how that ends. And yes, I will be doing a Babs Seed video after this. I thought this was going to be the last one until we got into the fourth season, but I think it was the first or second take I was doing. I realized I could talk about that. But yeah, they are, they are rather, in my opinion, flat characters. There's not too much about them. But on the other hand, we've at least gotten a little bit of reality injected into them. Hence the reason I was actually able to pull this out to almost a minute, into a minute and a half. So yeah, rage out.